Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a 7-day psychic weekly prediction. I'm going to do 2 readings for you today. I'm going to do a love reading, and I am going to do a career and money reading. I will timestamp them both, so if you are interested in one or the other, you can go directly to those readings. But a little bit of a forecast just for the next 7 days. This is for any sign, and you're all welcome. If you found this message, there's probably going to be a message here for you. So let's call in our spirit guides and let's see what your cards are saying for you today. And let me add my second screen. Okay. Before I start, I want to give a shout out to this deck creator on Etsy. She's awesome. I keep buying all of her decks. It is Hattie Thorne, and you can find her on Etsy. You can just Google search, Google her name on Etsy. And this is her new spring collection. It is a spring tarot deck and a spring Lemurian oracle deck. So they're gorgeous. I hope you enjoy them. And I just wanted to give a shout out. I do purchase all of my decks, just so you know. They weren't sent to me. I do purchase them, and I support the deck creators. And I try to support the smaller deck creators as well. So let's see what Spirit has for us today. Spirit, I ask that you guide me for the next 7 days. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you want us to know in areas of money, our life, our gratitude, our blessings, abundance, wealth, anything that you want to share with me? Ooh, my hands are tingling. Let's get started. I am listening for you now. Okay. They're asking me to start with some angel messages. So let me do that first. I thought that I would be doing that later on, but they said, let's start with the angel messages. So who am I to question Spirit? Okay. Spirit, please share with me. These are little angel messages. I guess they just want to start with these. Let's see what we have. Dream boldly and fearlessly. The universe delights in helping you turn your visions into reality. The universe wants you to succeed in all areas of your life. So that's absolutely, it's so true. You know, if anybody has your back, it's Spirit. They want you to be happy and successful. Release the past with love. Your future holds infinite possibilities. There's infinite love. There's infinite abundance. I have said that 1,000 times here. Okay, so these are so cute. All right, and let's get one more of these. And I have every prayer is heard. Trust that the answers are unfolding in perfect timing. So there's our keep trusting in divine timing. Okay, so I can see why Spirit wanted us to start with you're almost like little messages from our angels, weren't they? All right, let's see what Spirit has. Spirit, please share with me. I am listening for you now. I have a chalice, the number 39, emotions. Filled with emotions, abundance, spiritual fulfillment is overflowing with you. You can see that bouquet of flowers just kind of coming out and blooming. And it is a sense of they're using your worth. They're saying this is all about your worth blooming. This is all about acknowledging your own presence within I guess the space of others, okay? Like not, holding your presence, okay? Not just kind of sitting around, but holding your presence as in becoming a part of a group of people. So that feels good. Spirit, please share with me. I have a path. Look at these beautiful cards. Path, the number 41. They're saying there could be an alternative route. I like that. Perseverance. You could be on the same path, but be detoured, right? We can be detoured on the road when we're traveling, and then we end up going back on the path. But they're saying sights unseen is how they just said it to me. So they're taking you off the path this week, maybe just to open your eyes to something. maybe to learn something, maybe to get something answered. Okay, so I don't feel like it's a like a vergence off your path. I feel like it's a little detour and they're going to share something with you. So don't be afraid to try something new would be the best way to approach that. And I have an owl, the number 37. I have wisdom, intuition, and foresight. I feel like they're going to take you off your path just for a little bit. And this is in reference to relationships, okay? That you are going to be starting some kind of relationship. So let's start with the love reading. I will timestamp the love reading now. So we'll be jumping into the love reading. And, but these were all messages, kind of just your own soul journey, I think. And it was more of a feeling of trust your emotions, trust your intuition, of course, trust that when we're detoured, we're brought right back onto the path that we're meant to be on. And then this sense of wisdom of knowing, in your heart where you're supposed to go. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you want me to know? What is it that you have for me? What is it that you need me to understand about a connection coming towards me or anything around me this week, the week ahead? I have a 3 of Swords. I have a King of Wands. I have a 9 of Cups. And I have a Hermit. This is coming into me as strong feelings for someone that I am going to say either has broken your heart in the past or physically left you alone. Doesn't mean that you're with them today. Doesn't mean that you're going to stay with them or want to be with them. But it is a feeling of pain. I'll definitely say pain. We all know what a broken heart means. But maybe it's coming in this week as a reminder. Okay, maybe that's the off the beaten path. Maybe you slow something else down because you have, some mixed feelings about something, or something comes your way that you struggle with and you just have to work through it. But I want you to override that, because there is this beautiful sense of contentment that, this looks so peaceful, doesn't it? I have this King of Wands and this 9 of Cups, and it is a feeling of, I'm not there today. I guess I want to say it that way. I'm not heartbroken today. I'm not hurting today. I am still healing, they're saying, and I'm focusing on love. So this is more of a feeling of, if you don't have it in your life, you're just trying to turn off all the thoughts of someone else. And you're really just trying to push your energy into, I'm just trying to focus ahead. I'm trying to attract this love. I'm trying to attract this person. I do feel that king is looking at you, is how it just came into me. So I'm going to say somebody is looking at you. Somebody has been checking you out. And you could be just kind of exploring this now. But this feels like they're checking you out, is how I want to say it. So little bit of mixed feelings. We could be in a transition between one relationship and the next for some of you, but a little bit of a transition. I have strength. Spirit's giving you strength. I love that. I have an Ace of Cups. You have new love coming. This is and I feel like this king is opening your eyes. There's almost this sense of, is this the person that is supposed to be in my life? And in the beginning, it's really hard because you have so many unanswered questions, and you start to say, is this somebody that I'm going to end up with? Is this somebody that is going to stay? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say this comes into me as, they're using the word fulfillment with me, that maybe this is a very fulfilling relationship for you. And maybe it is somebody that you definitely want to put some attention into. You I'm going to even say that little detour is, hey, let's check out this person. Okay, let's see what's going on here, right? Let's see whether it lasts a couple of dates or a couple of weeks, or if it's meant to go back and we continue to travel the big path all together. But it is a feeling of like, hey, let's check out this person on this little detour in my life and just see what's going on, see what these feelings are. Why did these feelings just come into me? I have an 8 of Pentacles. Could be somebody connected around work. I have a crush on you. I've been checking you out for some of you. A lot of people meet people at work. I think it's like 1 out of 5 couples met in the workplace, even though we're not supposed to be dating people we work with, right? But it's some really high statistics. So it could be something like that. And then I have a Justice card. I'm going to say this could be the one. This could be, I really like the Ace. I mean, this Ace is so beautiful. I mean, it really is coming out at me for some reason, but it came into me as fulfillment. It's for the first time, this person fills my heart. This person definitely is checking all the boxes, or I want to see where this goes, Spirit says. So you are interested and they are interested in seeing where this goes. I have a Knight of Pentacles and a Chariot at the bottom of my deck. This is going to move forward. Okay. This is a detour, and it's a detour to find out. It's a detour to see, why was this person put in my life, and what are these feelings? And are these feelings going to be real? Is this going to turn into something? Or is this just going to be a detour and I'm going to get right back on my path? But right now it's going to move forward, and it's going to, they just said take shape. Okay. So maybe it doesn't have any shape now. Maybe it's like, just moving around, a lot of movement around us, but it has no definition. It's not, we have a date, or we went out together, we've actually talked, or we have each other's numbers. So it has a lot of energy around it, but this is going to start to take shape. So I think it's going to have some more, something more of substance. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you want me to know? I have interwoven growth. Like the tree rings, each year deepens your bond, marking shared time and depths. I like the feeling of marking the years. That shares with me that this has the opportunity to have many, many years together, doesn't it? And we will grow. And of course, the whole, tree and the roots and expansion. But I like the marking the years, because years go by fast, and they're saying, I just don't want to keep trying again. I don't want to keep starting over. I want to find my person that I do stay with and not settle down. So they're trying to bring that to you now, they just said. I have an expression, words are the messenger of the soul. Express your deepest love and care. So I do have these letters of love. I'm going to say that they're more text messages, getting to know each other. They could be emails. They could be, like in a messenger of some kind. But it is a sense of expressing myself in written words. So I'm going to say text messages. They're saying starting to communicate. So we're going to start that way. We'll start off with just the phone contact, but we're going to start really communicating at this point. So I'm going to say this week, as far as movement, something that you've been thinking about, or someone that you've been thinking of, we should start to see some activity starting to happen. I have a surprise. Adorn the everyday with surprises and keep the freshmen alive. 2 things. I like the door and I like the surprise, but I almost feel a knock on the door, but not your personal home. It could be you have an office, you have your own office and your own office door. I almost felt like somebody was knocking on your office door, which was more appropriate than knocking on your house door, of course, if they don't know you. So it was almost like I knocked on your door, and I just wanted to come say hi. And I just wanted to see, you know, what your plans were. And hey, do you want to grab lunch one day this week or go out one night? So I just feel like it's a date. I feel like it's movement. I feel like we're going to go from that energy, just kind of, I don't know, the dance, the invisible flirting dance, to something real. Okay. They're saying an anchor at the bottom of the deck. They're saying trust. Trust is the anchor of a relationship, steady and firm. So a little bit more concrete, a little bit more set in stone. You know, we're gonna drop that anchor and start to spend some time together and see where it goes, you know, on that detour. All right, let's get some initials. Let's see what the initials are. I've got, if you could have your first initials, last initials. I do have some numbers in here also. So let's see what they have for you. First, and don't worry if you don't see your person's initials. That's okay too. All right. I just like to do different things. All right. Let me see what I have today. I have an O. I have an H. Ohio. I have another O. I have the letter L. I have an H. Letter C. I have a letter G. I have the letter B, an N. I have a T. I feel like I want to say holy. Z, E, holly, holy. I have an S. All right, now I have some numbers. So let me see what I'm feeling. I have a 28, 28. I have a 47. This could be ages. I have a 55. 55, and I have a 0. Okay, so I think this was a 0 too, but it can be an O or a 0. All right, so those are some numbers. So I have April. It looks like I have May. I have February. I have July and August. I could have some other combinations of numbers there. I can have 25, 24, 27. I can have 72, 75, 58, 52, 54. So we have some other combinations and numbers there too with ages. All right, let's see what else they want for you in this message today. I like the movement. I like that things are moving forward. I like that we're not going to just keep dancing around each other forever, that it's actually going to start to turn into something, and we're going to try it out. We're going to go around, you know, and kind of spend a little bit of time together and see if this is actually something. Spirit, please share with me. Or if you're in this connection already, they're saying we're going to spend more time together is how it just came in. I have a 9 of Wands. I have an Ace of Wands. I have a Moon. And I have a 2 of Swords. I felt very vulnerable with this 9 of Wands and then the Moon. I felt like this is the time. I feel like there's a sense we know each other, but not on a very personal level, or we haven't had those deep conversations yet. There's been a lot of probably flirting and, you know, kind of surface. This came into me as this is the time that we talk, that this is the time that we share our lives, difficulties, our burdens, our fears, things that we hope will change in the future for us. So I feel like this is the vulnerability energy coming in, that we are able to at least share some of the big stuff. We might not get into the nitty gritty, but we are at least talking about things that, you know, big things in our past that somebody might want to know about you. Okay, I've been divorced. This is why I got divorced. Whatever it is, you know, some of the big things. And then I really like this ace, especially because I don't remember an ace of wands ever coming in with these two little leaves. So you can see this growth happening. And they're saying it's a miracle. It's a miracle. All right. So maybe you're feeling like it's a miracle, that it's actually going to move forward, or that it's going to grow. And you can feel it. You can feel it growing into something else, that it's not just teasing or chasing or just flirting with somebody that doesn't go anywhere, that it's actually going to go into, take it to the next level of, I want to see you. I want to talk to you. I want to spend time with you. We're going to go a little bit deeper. And then I feel like because of this conversation, I am going to open up more. I feel comfortable with you. I'm going to make the choice for myself just to let you in. So I really like the feeling of the crossing over. I want to say it that way, of, you know, there's a time, it's fun to be fun, but there's a time to be serious as well, right? You know, not everything's funny and a joke and flirty. There's a time that you sit down with somebody and you talk about some really important things, how you were raised, the types of relationships you had, some wounds, you know. So that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling the energy of, I want to share. I want to share. Let's see what the charms are saying. Let's see what you got for charms. Okay. So we've got this beautiful bowl of charms and my magic scoop. And let me go in close. All right. So I've got some big ones on the top and I've got some ones underneath it. So let me just go under here. And sticking to my scoop. It's got a magnet. All right, I want to get a couple of more. That was funny. All right, let's see. Ooh, lots of ones. Okay, let's see. I got a magnet. I'm going to go with that. Let's go with that first. It's a big button, but I'm going to go with the way it's stuck. I'm going to just go with the magnetism of this button. Okay, that we're very magnetic, that there's a beautiful sense of we're drawn to each other. So I'm just going to put that up there. Let me see if I have any letters in this. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go with the cats first. I have... they're two. It's interesting because one's like a sleeping cat and the other one looks kind of wild to me. So maybe it's a description of my cats. So let's see what they're saying. I feel like this is the one I think is wild. Let me get this guy. Let me see if I can pick him up. No, he doesn't want to be picked. He doesn't even want to be picked up, this cat. So here is he feels like he's a little bit wild, doesn't he? They're saying artwork also, that somebody could be very creative and they maybe be more fantasy art, that they do creative things that are more, how do I want to say it? They're like a more fantasy. It's not, I mean, that looks, you know, like it's fun. Okay. So maybe it's somebody who does artwork that's similar to that is connected to this. I have dream. Okay. This is what I've dreamed of. This is what I've always hoped for. I have namaste. Okay. Beautiful. I have a dominoes, a chain reaction. Dominoes are a chain reaction. That once we start, we can't stop, right? We get that, we hit that first domino and then it gets the whole snake going when you did that as a kid. So once we start, we can't stop. I do have the number 6 on that domino as well. So once we start, I can't stop. I like that. I do have a black cat as well. So there's something going on here around cats. Definitely cats. Okay. I have a pentacle. I have a reindeer. Okay. I have a moon. I have a moon and stars and like a pentacle feeling. And I have another star pentacle. So it just feels like, I'm going to just say something like over the moon, not to get into anything too serious with that. I just feel that I'm just struck by you and I'm excited. Could be as simple as that. I feel like I want to spend some time with you. I feel lucky. That just came into me. All right, I have a flower. What is this? I have another black cat. I have another black cat. All right, so black cats. The black cats are coming into me in the Halloween pumpkin is almost a scaredy cat feeling. So you could have struggled in the past with somebody who was afraid of their feelings or they weren't avoidant. And you're just like, I just hope this person doesn't run after all this. And they really want a relationship instead of just, being spooked by, I have feelings for you and now I'm going to run. So it was a little bit of a scaredy cat feeling. So I feel like that's just something I have to get over. I have to find out about them, make sure that that's not going to be their personality. So again, that detour would be, I need the time and energy to find something like that out. I need to see if they pull away after a couple of dates or they're not investing in this connection. They're not attentive. They're not consistent, something like that. All right. What does this say? Believe in love. Okay. So I believe in love. I like the domino. I have an American flag. That could be an American. I have a reindeer. I'm going to put the reindeer and the skunk together. Because I'm just going to say more forest. I'm going to say deer, skunk, squirrels, fox. I live somewhere in the mountains, in the woods, that there's lots of wild animals. There's animals around me. I see animals all the time, like the person who sees deer in their backyard. The deer come in and eat the garden. So I feel like that's just part of my life. And every once in a while we smell that skunk. So I feel like it's more about where we live than anything. I have a whale's tail. I'm just going to say bigger than what I thought. This is going to be bigger or better than what I thought. Something like that. I've got a flower. I'm going to put the flower with the skunk. Remember the cartoon with the flower and the skunk where he was so in love? He was like, so the skunk was so in love with the cat. It was a skunk that was black and white, and he was in love with the black and white cat. And he thought the black and white cat, and she didn't want anything to do with him. Pepe Le Pew is, I think it was. That's what it feels like. Like, I'm so in love with you. So the flower's coming into me a little bit like a love bomber now. So you could have somebody that is a little over the top with love bombs, that those text messages, the way that they're talking to you. So that feels good. I do have a pair of scissors. I don't feel like it's a cutting the ties. I just asked Spirit, is it cutting the ties or cutting this person away at some point? It feels more like somebody who uses scissors all the time. Hairdresser, barber. I'm a big crafter. I cut constantly. I'm making cards. I'm making quilts. I'm making something that I have to cut. I'm constantly cutting jewelry. They could be some kind of jewelry cutter. But it just feels like a tool that I use just daily. So somebody who always has a pair of scissors in their hands, you're a sewer, you know, it's craft related, or it could be work related. I'm a hairdresser. I'm a barber. I always have a pair of scissors in my hands. So those are the charms. I like the Pepe Le Pew, that, and I like the artistic cat for some reason, that it feels like artwork. It feels like artwork. Okay, so let's see what love messages they have for you with this connection. So Spirit, tell me where this connection is headed. I feel like you're going to get some forward movement. We're going to spend some time together. Maybe we'll get some answers to where do we go from here, what's actually happening here over the next 7 days from whenever you found this message. Spirit, please share with me. If you ask me, I will say yes. Almost a feeling of, if I asked you to stay, like stay the night, then I think they would say yes. So it was a little bit of a seductive feeling that came in, like, do you want to stay over? And I think that we're going to say yes. All right. So maybe we're heading into the next stage is intimacy for us. My love life isn't a real priority at the moment. I have other priorities. That could be part of the vulnerability that we need to talk. I need to tell you that, hey, you know, I'm a single parent. I'm up to my eyeballs with teenagers, whatever the situation is. But I feel like we go from a lot of laughing and just fun to, for a moment in time we have to spend, that we've got to talk seriously about what's going on in each of our lives. And it gives us a chance to get to know each other on a deeper level. Nice. You're incredibly alluring to me, and I'm very attracted to you. So I think we're very physically attracted. We may be starting to be intimate. We may be thinking about being intimate with this person. That I do feel. Spirit, please share with me. I have my alone time is precious to me, and I honestly prefer my own company. I like my solitude. Now, that doesn't mean they don't want to be in a relationship. It means that we all need our own space. And it could be somebody that struggles with relationships that are smothering, or the person who is very clingy and very high maintenance that needs all kinds of time. And, you know, you don't want to be with me. It's like, no, I just spent all day with you. I want to go home and actually just chill and get ready for work tomorrow. You know, so this person could be just looking for a happy medium, Spirit just said, where, you know, we're together a lot of the times, but we also have our own lives to lead, and we have our own space. We have our own homes, something like that. So I feel like that's very adult, not somebody that would be pushing you away. I think it's somebody who knows what they need. I need my own space. I wouldn't want to be with somebody 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So that is a beautiful message for my love messages. I'm going to clean up my station, and I'm going to return back to you in a moment with a career and money reading for you for this next 7 days. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. Let's see what Spirit has for you for money, career, success, guidance in this area of your life for the next 7 days, or for just say, short period of time from the time that you found this message. Okay. The readings are always timeless whenever you find the message, but let's see what they're saying as to things they want you to think about, things they want you to work on in this area of your life. Spirit, please share with me money and success, career. I have retirement. Many of you are working hard. You may be thinking ahead. Okay, maybe it's time to start thinking ahead, putting some pennies away. They're saying growing that retirement fund, locking it in, locking it down, really putting in the effort. You're not too young. You can start at any age. So maybe that's something that you've been worrying about, and you just need to have a plan. Maybe you need a better plan from what you've been doing. I have unworthy. Do you genuinely believe in your worthiness to attain the abundance that you desire? Boy, that's a hard one, because sometimes we struggle with scarcity, right? That I don't have enough. Fear of success, believe it or not. Sometimes people are afraid. They stay in a pattern of, I only make this much and I never really get above that, because there's a sense of, I don't know how I could handle that much money, or I don't feel like I'm entitled to that much more money. So sometimes there's almost like this subconscious within us, and our energy kind of caps out. So you have to compare it to energy in the rest of the universe. The same way you're attracting love, and manifesting love, you want to be open to receive that abundance. You're available to receive it. You can handle it. You will manage it. You will do well with it. So you have to kind of sometimes retrain your mind. And it could go back as far as my grandmother grew up in the Depression. So, and then my parents always worried about money, because they were just a middle income family, and they put their kids through school, whatever. It's like passed on from generation to generation subconsciously. And you might have financial fears that were fears from your grandmother, your grandfather, going through a depression. And so you might not even realize where these fears are coming from. So maybe Spirit's asking you to take a look at that. Can I handle abundance coming into me? A schedule. Most forms of prosperity require time and effort to manifest. Do you have room in your schedule for the abundance you are waiting for? Boy, that's a good one. We all have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What do you want to do with your time? And that's really what it comes down to. And when you look at people who are successful, I'm a successful football player. All I do is play football. I throw the football. I practice throwing football. I practice running. I practice tackling, whatever it is. I'm a singer. All I do is sing. I perform. I practice. So people who are really good at one thing, it does become their whole life, and they do it consistently, and they do it over and over and over again until they're the best of the best. So sometimes you have to have that kind of ongoing dedication to one thing, to, you don't have to prove yourself, but to outshine others in a sense. So it's all about your time. It really is. Where are you putting your time? And is anybody, it was almost a vampire feeling, is anybody taking your time away from you to prevent you from some of these successes, or putting your focus into something that you need to be putting your focus into? I have a host. Whether your space is physical or digital, you can find a lot of fulfillment in being the host. That came into me as the center, that you are the center of, like, this jar looks like the universe. Okay. You are the center of the universe, and you decide what is around you. You decide the types of people that are around you, the types of people that motivate you, the types of people that inspire you. So it came into me more as you being the center and knowing you're the center of energy, people's energy. Okay, that you control that as well. So time and energy are so far the big message. Let's keep going. Spirit, please share with me. What is it you need us to know? Success around us in the next 7 days. What do we should be looking for? I have an Empress. I have a High Priestess. Ooh, I love this. I have a Six of Wands. I have a Page of Pentacles. I have to tell you, it is so crystal clear to me that your intuition and the love that you have within yourself is guiding you towards success. It doesn't have to do with how much you know, Spirit just said. or even your, I mean, of course, any education is good, but it isn't even about how much education you have. It's about the gifts that you have. It's about what Spirit gave you right from the start. And they're saying believing in yourself, believing in your gifts, believing in your talents, loving yourself, like that is propelling you to this great success. So that's where the energy is starting. And then it's a feeling of, I can achieve anything I set my mind to, with the Six of Wands. And the page is coming into me just as a, almost an I know now what I need to do. I need to trust myself more. I need to not worry about what other people think. I need to know that I'm good at what I do, or I could be incredible at this area in my life. They're saying, speak your truth. They just said, speak your truth. So you could be holding in something that is preventing you from going to the next level or achieving something that you should be working on. It's the person who, I mean, I guess I'm going to use myself for an example. I was a in-closet psychic for years. I didn't use my voice. I didn't use my gift. I knew I was gifted. I knew that something had happened. I knew I could help people. But at the same time, I was afraid to be public with it. I was afraid to shine with it. I just couldn't see my identity being that way. When I surrendered to it and I said, okay, I'm going to do this for real, my whole world changed and I became the person that I'm meant to be. So it's a feeling like that you're being driven by your intuition. You're being driven by your heart right now. And you know what's best for you is how they're saying it. I have a Hanged One. If you don't know what you're supposed to be doing with your energy just yet, the answers will come. Just know that, you know, the answers are on the way, something like that. I have the Moon, fear of change, fear of success, fear of, I can't compete. Other people are better than I am. Not true. Everybody's got the best in them. So you can be the best in what you do. I have a Knight of Swords. That is putting a lot of energy into thinking things through. Bottom of the deck, I have a Hermit. Thinking things through. Maybe you're not ready. You know, maybe you're not, I mean, maybe you're not on stage in the next 7 days, but it's a feeling of, I'm getting there. Okay. That I am working there. I'm working my way towards that. I know what I have to do. I'm trying to break it down into little pieces. I am trying to not hold back. You know, the same way as people hold back in love and relationships because they're guarded and they don't trust. I think we have a tendency to do that around money. That we like the status quo, they just said, or we don't like change. I have a Two of Swords. You could be making a change. You could be making up your mind one way or another in an area of your life. Four of Cups. And I have a Judgment. That really felt like, don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Okay. If you want to do something with your life and your career, you want to start a business, and other people say, well, I wouldn't do that because you're not going to make any money. It's none of anybody's business what you do with your time. If it's what you want to do with your life, do it. So I feel like Spirit's kind of giving you some food for thought today about, are you happy doing what you want to be doing? Are you loving what you're doing? And are you ready to take it to the next level? Spirit, please share with me. I have In the Flow. The universe is sending you help. Spirit guides. Tap into your inner power and go deeper to create the purposeful life you really want to have. When you do what you love, it's true. The money will follow. So showing up for work or showing up in life, doing something you're not happy with, I think is really draining. I think it's really hard on you. I think it's exhausting, quite frankly. When you show up in life for something that you love and you're passionate about, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like a hobby. It feels like, I can't believe I get paid to do this. So maybe there's a shift happening, or maybe you would like a shift to happen. You're just not there yet. I have harmony. Yeah, I want to be more in harmony with myself. Okay. It's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere. In order for you to thrive, working at home or for yourself is best. And you may know that about yourself. If that's something that you have ultimately wanted, or you know that you do better working for a business out of your home, then do it. If you can juggle your home better, you're not on the road commuting, you don't have the stress of travel and being out of the house, at a certain time. Like, try to create the life that brings you that peace. Try to create the life that brings you not only the peace, but the abundance that will flow because you are peaceful, because you can think, you're not stressed out and you can't think and you're not overwhelmed all day long. So it's a feeling of the more peaceful I am, the more balanced I am, the more successful I become. It is really how they're trying to share it with you. So that's something that's hard to do. I have strategy. You need a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the next level. Get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. Don't reinvent the wheel, okay? There's people out there probably doing what you want to be doing. And find them, seek them out, become friends with them, watch them, follow them, learn from them. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, okay? What you're going to bring to the table is your own personality, your own talent, your own creativity. Nobody is you. Nobody is ever going to be you. So there's no competition, is how I feel. And you just have to have a plan. You have to know how to get from point A to point B for you. And sometimes that's the hardest thing, but you make a plan and then you work the plan. And all of a sudden you get your arms around a goal that you have in mind. But it really does come down to have a plan of action. And you can't just say, I want. You can't. It's not going to happen. Going back to my football player, throwing the ball every day since he was a little kid, it takes work. It takes repetition and consistency. Those are huge in being successful. You got to do, it's like the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is all about the man is making the same thing over and over again. And every time he makes it, he puts it up on the tree and they're all in front of him and they look all exactly the same. But what he's learned is that every time he makes a new pentacle, he becomes more efficient. He does it faster. They are better quality. Okay. Whatever the improvements over time. So he sees the difference in his work. He sees the benefits of making the same thing over and over again. And maybe other people don't see it, but you would see it. So that's the repetition that makes you successful. And yeah, is it boring? Probably, but not to you, because to you, you feel like you're making progress. To you, you're doing what you love and you're getting better and better at it. So that's how you have to look at it. But it does start with the plan. You have to have a plan. You can't just wish it into, I want to just be rich. Well, okay, we all do. Buy a lottery ticket. But it's how do we get there? How do we get there? We've got to have, a system of motions to get there, actions, outside forces. Unknown figures are driving the situation, and you may not be able to control the outcome. This cycle will shift soon, and you will be okay. So if you have something going on around you, you have a difficult time at work right now, you have a crazy boss, you have a coworker who's sabotaging you or just out of their mind. This too shall pass. It's not forever. It's always a temporary situation. So I always say to people, just try to stay in your lane, pick your own battles. And if you have somebody that's crazy, stay out of their way, because they want to chase you. Crazy wants to chase. So don't allow them to chase you. Step out of their way and let them go down the hall and chase somebody else. So you just want to do your own thing and do it well, and not let anybody else interfere with that, right? So sometimes those outside forces, you say, yeah, but I have a crazy boss and he's always on my back. And okay, but there's going to be a day that comes that boss isn't going to be there anymore, because somebody else is going to notice that he's a crazy boss, and you're going to be a good employee and you're going to still have the job. So you have to sometimes outride those types of situations and just trust that Spirit's taking care of you first. And that's the best thing that you can do. I gotta do the compass, because I love compasses. I have this beautiful sundial compass, something like that. Your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided. You are being divinely guided to your path. So that's that inner compass. That's that intuition. That is the inner knowing that says, I know what I should be doing. I know what I should be working on. I know what my goals are. I know, the feeling of you can see yourself bigger than where you're at, right? You can see yourself as, I can be up here. I know I can, but how do I get there? So you have to listen to that inner compass, because it will guide you. It will put people in front of you to learn from. It will steer you in directions of, I want you to study this or learn this or get this skill. So it will direct you to where you need to be. And I think that that's a really important way to, the same way as your inner guidance guides you to finding the love of your life. It finds your passion, it finds your purpose, it finds your success. So they're very similar, love energy and money energy. We're just going after, different things in our lives, but they work very similar. So you can, if you know about love, if you know how to attract love, apply that to attracting money, and that will help you. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 3 of Cups, so I have some success coming. I have a celebration coming. I have a Knight of Wands. There's your passion. There is you standing strong, standing tall, being proud. They just said, proud of your work, proud of who you are. A little bit of a look at me. Here's my success coming to me. I'm getting my arms around success now, Spirit just said. So I'm going to say, look for the little wins, okay, this week, just this week. Look for some progress. Look for, I set my goal and I reached it, okay? I made a to-do list and I completed it, okay? Something as simple as that. You have to reward yourself, Spirit just said. You can't say, I want that goal in the future, but that goal is so far away that the reward seems unattainable. You've got to set the goals in very little increments so that you can, nobody else cares, they just said. Nobody else cares about your goals, trust me. You care about your goals. So you set them in little increments, and when you hit that goal, you reward yourself. And it doesn't mean you have to buy yourself something. It's that you even say to yourself, good job. That's amazing. You did it. Oh my God. I didn't think you could do it. This is incredible. And then you hit the next goal and you say, you did it. And you know what? Nobody else is going to walk behind you in every step of the way and say, good job. Nobody. So you've got to be your own cheerleader. And that's what the 6 of Wands says to me. It's saying that I'm succeeding. Look at me. I'm succeeding. So you have to be the one that knows that you're succeeding, and no one else. No one else cares. Sorry. I mean, maybe you do have some people that care and you say, hey, guess what? You know, it's not as important to them as it is to you. Trust me. They got their own stuff. I have a Page of Wands. That feels like I always want. I love this card only because of the cat. Look at the cat on the path. I mean, he's just such a cute, he looks so determined, doesn't he? Like going for a walk. Page of Wands with money. Sky's the limit. I can do it. I can do anything I set my mind to. And I know a lot of you can. I know that there's a lot of you that have experienced that when I set my mind to something, I achieve it. And I want you to think along those lines. I want you to think along the lines of, I can do anything I set my mind to, but I got to start, right? I got to start somewhere. What's the bottom of my deck? I have an 8 of Cups. Walk away from anything. Look at this, a Chariot and an 8 of Cups. What a great combination. Walk away from anything that would be holding you back. Somebody who's tying up your time, waste of energy, dragging you down. Vampire, negative energy, not supporting you. Let go of emotions that hold you back. Procrastination, scarcity, fear of failure, imposter syndrome, okay? And put those behind you. And then you charge ahead and you say, I can do and be anything, right? So here's this page coming in and they're saying, get motivated. So even the next 7 days, I would say pick one thing, okay? Pick one thing that you're trying to work at and break it down into a little piece just for 7 days. I'm going to get this done in 7 days. See if you get it done. And then I want you to reward yourself because you had made progress. You did move something forward. You are headed in the right direction, they're saying. So success is on the way. It's up to you how fast you get there, okay? It's up to you, the effort. But we all have the ability to see it in our mind's eye and make it happen. It's just, it's not easy. It's not easy. But you can do it. And then you really do, I really do believe you have to walk away from anything that could be holding you back. Somebody who consumes your time. You know, you schedule your day to try to get something done and somebody says, oh no, we need to do this instead. And they take your time away from you, the vampire energy out there. I'm going to say manage your time, you know, set better boundaries. If this is a priority in your life and this is something that you want to expand on, then it's got to become one of your priorities. You know, if your goal is, I want to increase my income because I want to take all that increase and throw it into my retirement fund and really build that right now. How do I do that? I've got to have a plan to do that. Let's get an angel number. See if they'll keep your eyes open for this angel number this week. And maybe it'll just be a little tap on the shoulder that Spirit's watching over you and listening for you and looking to help you. Okay. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need us to know? I am expanding. Beautiful. 3-3, a master number. Any positive changes or projects you are considering right now will be well worth the while. Expect that your power to manifest and create will be heightened. That's how you want to think. You want to think along the lines of when I make a change, it's for the better. When I put energy into me and my goals, it's for the better. It's for my future self. It's for my higher self. And you might not see the results 1 day, 2 days, but if you're consistent and they're saying you're putting in the effort and you are, like I always say, dress up and show up. So you're showing up for yourself and you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You're pushing yourself. You know, are you expanding? Yes. Absolutely. So look for the number 33 and keep that open this week and see, you know, I would task you to set one goal for yourself that pushes you forward in an area of your life that is more in alignment with this is my purpose and this is my passion, because that is where the money is. When you love what you do, the money follows. So they want you to pursue that, and they want you to pursue your natural gifts that Spirit has given you. We all have them. Everybody is different. So pursue those, identify those. But I would start to, you know, you start to paint a bigger picture, and it's not just one day, it's week after week, month after month, year after year. And then that's where the abundance starts to flow. It just keeps coming because it's so consistent. So let's put this out into the universe. I hope you enjoyed your love message and your abundance message, I guess. And I hope you enjoyed it for the next 7 days. And we will put this out into the universe now. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you are new to my channel, I want to thank you for being here. Hit that like and subscribe button. So grateful that you are here and Spirit guided you here. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, check out my website, kathymamolin.psychicmedium.com. In the meantime, check out my second channel also, my Pick a Card channel. I'll put the link in the description below. See if there's some singles readings that you might be interested in there. I will see you all again. I hope you enjoyed the 7-day prediction, and I'm glad that you were here with me. We'll see you soon.